Alright, so got two supercapacitors. It's about the voltage with the high voltage switching. It's kind of messing with it, I think. And then I got my bug zapper circuit powering the motor with a diode in line with it. Got my new switching method here. So you got a 1 ohm resistor contacting the center one. That's a constant contact. And then you got the pulsing one that's for the timing of the motor. And then same 6 coils. They're all in series, and there's about 480 kilo ohms of resistance between all of them in series. And that's pretty much about it on this. It's working really well though with this switching method. Don't have to worry about the high voltage arcing because there's a large gap in between each timing cycle. So now I can push this thing further if I want. And now that I have higher voltages to it, now I can actually get some more torque out of this thing. One nice thing with this design is it's not going to be putting, when I had the magnet on there, it was actually kind of taking a little load, like a little bit of torque from the motor because I had to move that magnet. Now it doesn't have to do that. And now this thing can operate at lower voltages too, which is kind of cool to see. I think it ran around like 19-20 volts to where it stopped working. Ignore these coils, these aren't doing anything, these are just sitting in there. These are the ones that are working. I think the only concern I have with this concept is the fact that arcing eventually might make an oxide layer on the plates to where it might not get a great connection, but it might not be a huge concern because it's high voltage and it will probably always make a good connection because it's not working off a current, it's working off a voltage. So I'm just going to let this run for a while, see how long these capacitors run it. They're at like half charge. Each one is about 1 volt about, technically speaking. Probably less than that because it's about 1.7. So they're not even close to their max stated charge. But yeah, I'm going to let this run for a while and see how slow this thing can run it. Because I think this may shut off around 1.5 volts in that end. No, I think it runs lower than that. I think it's about a volt that this will shut off at. But I'm going to test it and see what it shuts off at. Be curious. But yeah, come along pretty good. Alright, see you later.